It appears I've been vindicated. As many of you know, I called this image out as a fake immediately, and I was pummeled for it. I was pummeled for it. There were people in my comments saying things like, yeah, guys, don't believe your own eyes. And then I did a whole breakdown of like, look at the mouth and the teeth getting warped as soon as she turns her face. Look at these teeth being longer than these teeth. It's very fucking weird, guys. Guys, don't believe your own eyes because Sheila said so. Well, apparently, I was fucking right. It's cut off at the top, but the username is clump.qc, and that's where that stupid fucking video alleging to be in Canada came from. And someone reached out to them saying, is this Jizz Lane? That's another thing. People came out of the woodwork to it's Jizz Lane. Don't care. Don't give a fuck, actually. Is the Jizz Lane video true or AI? And the guy says, oh, why can't I read it behind the... I think it says, take a good look at my other videos. And the person says, I did. It looks real. I'm just asking because it's a crazy video. I would suggest adding not AI to your video or bio so everyone knows, because it looks like it's really her. Seems like you really found her. Incredible work. And the guy's like, it's a face swap, bro. Look at my other video. You think I met Benjamin Netanyahu, Mark Carney, Jeff Epstein, and Jizz Lane? Because he's the originator of all of these face swap videos. I assume they have the common sense to check my other videos and realize I make satire content. I know it's wrong. And then the person says, it's very wrong. Your other videos don't make it clear it's AI. You're just misleading everyone. It's very wrong. And he writes, not my problem if people can't use common sense. Stop believing everything you see online. This is Instagram, not a news outlet. And there, you guys, is the whole fucking point. For you to stop believing your own eyes. That's the fucking point. But I didn't need to see this to know that it wasn't real, because I wasn't willing to just jump on a bandwagon because I wanted it to be true. And like I said in my very last video, which was the follow-up to the original video, I don't need to have this visual for me to also understand that this isn't her, right? That she's very likely not in jail. I don't need to see her walking out in the world, a face swap of her walking out in the world, to believe my own eyes on that original video that was disseminated by a government agency, okay? You can have that feeling and not need to attach yourself to everything that confirms it. That's how they fool you. That's how they fool you, to where the next time, I don't know, maybe there's footage of a government actor doing a very terrible thing. And when they say, guys, that was a face swap, that was AI, you're going to be like, oh shit. And you're going to be questioning your reality. I implore you to be more critical about it. I broke it down in that video. Like, I showed you frame by frame. Why is this tooth becoming much longer than this tooth? Why is it narrower than this tooth, but not in this image of this from the same video? And there were people in my comments being like, looks the same to me. Does it? Or are you desperate to believe that she's not in jail, but the first fucking video where it was very fucking clearly not her, you couldn't allow that to be it. You needed something else because you think that that's critical thinking. I need one more thing. Just like all of the people who are like, well, I need proof of the things that are in the Epstein files. My friends, what other proof do you need? Do you need a video of them in the act? Is that the only thing? And then when you do, if you do see a video of them in the act, you're willing to believe then that it was AI because everything else is AI, right? At some point you have to trust your brain. At some point you have to trust your instincts. At some point you just have to trust things. And when things are obviously not right, you have to be willing to say, well, that's not right, even though it confirms the thing. I even wrote in, I think the caption on the first video, hey, there's no one who would want to believe it as much as me, but it's not real. You have to be able to be discerning in these things. And when someone, and let's say you didn't pick up on it, pick up on it yourself, which is fair, you have to be willing to be open-minded when someone presents you with fucking empirical data that would prove to an unbiased person that, okay, maybe this isn't true. And listen, while I'm saying don't be so quick to jump on a bandwagon, I'm not saying now that the only way to be a critical thinker is to like deny reality when it's in your face, right? You're not a critical thinker if you see something, it is the thing, and then you say, well, I don't know, I need more evidence. Like the people who are basically Epstein Files deniers. No, I believe the victims, I just need more. I just need more than what's in those files. And I'm not willing to read the files myself, but I just need more. Okay, so other than her testimony and her diary entries that were kept in real time, and the fact that a 13-year-old girl knew the names of big time movers and shakers in the world and political atmospheres, besides that, what else do you have? That's not critical thinking. That's being in denial. That's being an obstructionist. That's being an asshole. Don't come for me. But that's not Ghislaine in Canada. For anyone who doesn't know, there's someone sharing a video of what purports to be Ghislaine on a sidewalk in Canada. And this guy is filming before he even walks up to her, which is the first tell. And he mispronounces her name and says, Ghislaine, and she looks and she smiles, and this is when she smiles, and she says no, and then he says something else to her. She smiles again, and that's it. But for sure, they got the eyes down. But something about the mouth made me investigate. She has a pretty distinct smile. I always notice that she's got like her upper gums show when she smiles. But obviously that can be fixed with some gummy Botox, but there's something else going on here. Her teeth have always seemed very symmetrical to me, and this doesn't seem symmetrical to me. This left center tooth looks a little bit longer and narrower than the right center tooth. So I went to the video and took some of my own screenshots. For reference, this is what her teeth look like, and this is the gumminess that I'm talking about. Not terribly gummy, but you always see her upper gums when she smiles. So let's say she were to lower that, even still, her teeth are very symmetrical. The front two teeth are the same width and the same length. The next two, same width, same length. The canines, same, right? And then what I noticed, this is a screenshot of the smile from the other photo I just showed you. And so this was what I was talking about. This tooth looks longer and narrower than this tooth. And then the next tooth over looks like it's a canine. I thought that was funny. So then I took a couple more screenshots. What's that? Right? Why is these... I think that's the center left tooth. Why is it so much longer than the other tooth? And where did the sharp canine looking one that was right next to it, where'd that one go? It's like flat now. This is very warped. This doesn't even look right. It's like elongated. And then this one flattens out a little bit more, but still is not the same as that one, and certainly not uniform like these. This is AI. This is warping. This is... It's not her, guys. I think it was just someone having a little bit of fun with, AI. Obviously, I still believe that she is not in jail, but AI is still funny with mouths and teeth. It's a little. Great on the eyes, though. Great. You got the hood down exactly right. They're like perfectly not the same. You know what I mean? That one's a little bit narrower, that one's a little bit narrower, that one's a little bit wider, that one's a little bit wider. Got the eyebrows right too. Teeth aren't right. Inconsistently not right. Sorry. So last night I made a video about how that woman in Canada is not Ghislaine. It's AI, and this top photo is from the screenshot that they're sharing of her face, saying it was her. But I went and I screenshotted these myself from the video, and you can see like the teeth and the mouth get warped. Okay, great. Some people are still not loving that explanation, saying that teeth can look different from different angles. These all seem to be pretty much the same angle, but okay. This is the most recent photo we have of her. Okay, this is from like 2 years ago, all right? 2 or 3 years ago. This is an older woman. I can understand you guys being convinced that these two are the same person. Like I said in my last video, they got the hooded eyes right? But this photo is from 20 years ago. You'd agree with me that these women don't look the same age, right? So while this woman might look like this woman doesn't necessarily look like this woman, right? She looks like an older woman. And so when you put them together, do you see what I mean? This is an image of her. This looks like an image of her from 20 years ago. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Someone's going to say she could have had a facelift, sure, but if she had a facelift, if she was going to go under the knife, you don't think she would have tried to change her appearance a little bit? You don't think she would have gotten rid of the hooded eyes? To be clear, this isn't her either. But both things can be true at the same time. I don't need to see a video of her in Canada to know that this isn't her.